All right, hello, boys and girls. It is Mr. McAndrew, the math coach. My big hand in the way. Shall we play mystery number? All right, now listen. What I want to do, okay, I'm going to hide these. What I want to do is connect this game to equations. So, Mr. McAndrew, what are you talking about? So, for example, if I have 4 plus 1 equals... Okay, some of you might know that right away. All right, but here's what I would do. Okay, I'm covering up. I'm going to tell you I'm covering up 4. Okay, now I'm going to add one more. And my mystery number is the number that's underlined, where there's a blank, is what? Show me the number of fingers of cubes. Use your hand to show me fingers of the number of cubes that I'm now hiding right now. I started with 4, and I added one more. Okay, so if you're holding up 5, you are correct. All right, so look, we have 4. These are the 4 I was covering right here. And then I added one more, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? All right, so let's try another one like that. Let me erase this. Let's do 7 plus 2 equals... Okay, so I'm going to cover up 7. All right, now I'm going to add 2 more. 1, 2. How many cubes am I hiding? What's the mystery number? So I had 7. And I added 2 more orange. I had 7 green. I added 2 orange. How many do I have total? Okay, so raise your hand if you think it's going to be 8. Raise your hand for 9. Raise your hand for... All right, so here's when it's more challenging. I have 5 plus something equals 7. Okay, so here I have 5. Here's my 5 right here. Okay, now I'm going to add some cubes, some orange cubes to get 7. How many do I need to add to 5 to get 7? All right, so watch what happens. All right, so how many, I already did it. It was like a magic little trick I did. How many orange cubes did I add to the 5 to get 7? I'm telling you right now, there's already 7 cubes under my hands. That's not the question, though, right? The question is, no peeking, no peeking. The question is, how many orange cubes did I add to the 5 to get 7? I'm telling you there's 7. All right. So how many fingers? Show me a number of fingers that you think. If you hold up 1 finger, that means there's 1 orange cube. 2 means 2 orange cubes. 3 means 3 orange cubes, and so on. Okay, ready? Drum roll, please. And, ooh, two of them. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had to add 2 more to get to 7. So if you have a problem like this, boys and girls, you could put down 5 cubes. And then you could think, how many do I have to get to 7? So let's change my color. I'm going to do 6, 7. So you can see clearly that what goes on the line is a 2. Okay? All right. So let's try one of those again. Let's do 3 plus something equals 5. Okay, so you can see there's 3, right? Okay, so now let's... All right, so there was 3. Now there's 5. How many orange cubes did I add to make it 5? Raise your hand for 1 cube. Raise your hand for 2 cubes. Raise your hand for 3 cubes. 4 cubes. All right, let's see. I did 2 cubes again. So look, 3 cubes. And then if you add 2 more... I get 5. So if you weren't sure, you could start with 3. You got to get to 5. To get to 5, you have to add 2 more. Okay. So to help you now, the reason I'm doing this, boys and girls, is you are going to have some fluency work to do in the next couple slides where you solve problems. Okay. So let's do some more. Okay. And I'm going to show you. I'm helping you to understand how to do it. Okay. So let's do one more like that. Let's do another one. All right, so this is a new mystery number. This might be the hardest type. So it's something plus 3 equals 6. So I ate some candy. I had 3 more pieces. I ate a total of 6 pieces. How many pieces did I eat in the beginning? That's the question, right? Something like that. Okay, so the question is, how many green cubes am I covering right now? Now I can tell you that if I add 3 to it, 1, 2, 3, I can tell you that now I am covering 6. So I added 3 orange to whatever I have in the green, and I have 6. So the question, boys and girls, is how many green cubes am I covering? Oh, that's the question. Let's check it out. Oh, I'm covering up 3. Because if I have 3 already, and I add 3 more, then I end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, does that make sense? All right, let's try a different one. All right, so what about subtraction, boys and girls? Okay, so I'm covering up 7 cubes. I'm gonna let 2 of them go. 1, 2. Okay, so I've just took out 2. I took out the 2 here. So the question is, how many am I still covering? Oh, that's the mystery number. How many am I still covering? There were 7, but now there's only 5. Ooh, I almost said it. I almost said it, boys and girls. But now there's only so many left because I took away 2. How many are there? Let's take a look. I already kind of said it. 5, right? 5. Because look, I had 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, geez, I had 8. Still, Mr. McAndrew. Can you count, Mr. McAndrew? Okay, so I had 7. And if I take away 2, how many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that would be the answer here. All right, that part you know how to do. It gets a little bit trickier when we put it like this. Let's say we did this, okay? So let's check this out. All right, so I have 7, right? Okay, I have 7. Let's make sure I don't have 8 this time, Mr. McAndrew. Okay, so I do have 7. All right, now the question is, how many do I need to take away to get 4? Okay, that's the question. How many? Oh, ta-da, I took some away. How many did I take away? Can you tell? Let's see, I took away 1, 2, 3. I could have taken these 3 away. 1, 2, 3, because that leaves me with 4, right? So 7 minus 3 equals 4. Okay? All right, let's try one last one here. My last mystery number. All right, so what I'm telling you is this. I'm covering up some cubes. If I take out 2, okay, there are 3 left. I'm telling you there's 3 left. So the question is, how many did I start with? That's what they're asking you. How many did I start with? So I started with this many. That's my mystery number. If I take away 2, there should be 3 under my hands. Okay, I'm telling you there are 3. All right, but the question is, what did I start with? What did I take away 2 from to make 3? That's the question. All right, show me number of fingers. What do you think? Let's check it out. Oh. I started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because so I started with 5, right? I took away. So if I show you, if I take away 2, there's 3 left. So I started with 5. I took away 2, these 2 right here, and I'm left with 3. Okay, so that's how you can think about these things. And if you're trying to solve the problems, you can get your cubes out, right? And if it says something minus 2 equals 3. All right, well, what am I going to subtract 2 from to get 3? If I take 2 from 5, I get 3, so that works. If you put down, let's say you put down 6 cubes, and you took 2 away. But now you're left with 4, so that didn't work. Okay? All right, so let's take a look. All right, so boys and girls, I want to show you one more way you could think about this problem, okay? So I'm going to erase this. So let's say you're given a problem like this. Okay, you could think, something minus 2 equals 3. There's another way to think about it, right? Because look what I did. I had some cubes. I took away 2, and I was left with 3, right? Okay, so I had some cubes. I took away 2, and I was left with 3. Now look, if I take the 3 that I was left with, and I add the 2 back in, I get the amount I started with, which is 5. So you can actually solve this subtraction problem with addition. You can add 3 and 2 to get the answer right here, which is 5. Okay? Kind of cool, right? I'm going to show you one more. So for example, if I have something minus 1 equals 6. Okay? So let's say I have 6 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's how many I was left with, right? Oh, let me get my head out of the way, sorry. That's how many I was left with, was 6. Now 1 was taken away. So I'm going to add it back in. I'm going to add it back in. And now how many do I have? I have 7. So let's check it. Let's see if this works. I have 7, right? If I take 1 away, am I left with 6? I most certainly am. Okay, so that's another interesting way to look at it. And you can test that out to see if it works. Okay, so your job. Okay, so boys and girls, on the next 2 slides, right, I have put some addition problems, just like the ones we were talking about. And I put some subtraction problems, which look like this, okay? And what I would like you to do is to solve these. You can do it on like a whiteboard that you have. You could just use a piece of paper and a pen, like we talked about before. You could even, here I'll show you. You could even use, here let me make it bigger, sorry. So you could even use your dry erase sleeve, put a piece of paper, just a blank piece of paper in there, and use this. Use your white marker. You could get out your cubes to help you if you want, or your counters, or your rec and rec. I've been using the cubes today, right? And so like if one of the problems says 5 plus 1 equals, you could write 5 plus 1 equals and then answer that. Okay, and then do the next one. If you use something like this, maybe you could just take a picture of it so you can show your teacher. All right, so you've got some addition problems, and you've also got some subtraction problems to work on. Okay, so solve those, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.